All right, let's try that again here. Let's hopefully connect and have the chat and everything rolling here. So hopefully, all right, I think we're connecting here. So we got the charging up and we're connection. So hopefully we got the chat to be there, which is a big part of the live stream. I like to be involved with you guys. So obviously, spoiler warning for all things Walking Dead. We may talk about the Star Wars Mandalorian a little bit. Why not? Because it's pretty awesome stuff. So we got there. So no problems with the chat. We'll see. Hopefully more people connect. Sorry about the technical difficulties on the other side. Yep, I see Negan 1. My guy, well, my person, I should say, because sometimes you can't tell if someone's a guy or a girl or a lady or a woman or a man on there too. But thank you guys for being here this Sunday, December 20th, 2020. Hopefully you're safe and sound and secure. And since last Sunday I saw you guys, hopefully everything's going well for you. If you're doing to be all right, just holiday season, COVID, craziness on there too. So Dara, would you recommend watching The Mandalorian? I would. I personally love it. If you like you have to like Star Wars, of course, obviously, but if you like the original trilogy, it's awesome. If you like any sort of connection with Boba Fett and the Mandalorian lore and story and just everything, it's awesome. And it's definitely stuff that is connecting with the world of Star Wars. And I think that's what everybody's trying to do now. Is it's great to have a comic or a story or something or a book or a series or a movie, but the real spiel and the real thing what people would like to have probably is what Marvel did, a cinematic universe. So many movies, different phases over so many years with the same actors, with the same characters connecting there. And I think that's what The Walking Dead's trying to do as well. The Walking Dead is a comic book. First and foremost, it is 193 issues of the Walking Dead comic. Then we had the show, and we're coming up on season 10, episode 17, and then we're going to have season 11. We have spin-offs with The World Beyond, Fear the Walking Dead, the Rick Grimes movies, the big bad villain, one of the biggest villains in Walking Dead history is going to get a show, a comedy show, Tales of the Walking Dead, Carol and Daryl spin-off. It's just a lot, right? And I just asked the question. I think that'll be a good poll question. Paul C. says, hi, Brian from the UK. Hey, Paul. Do you think it's too many shows? And do you think the universe of The Walking Dead is actually being hurt by all the different shows, all the different spinoffs? It just seems like it's a lot, right? And with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or even Star Wars, we'll go with Star Wars too. They had episodes 4, 5, and 6, 1, 2, and 3, Rogue One, the Rebel Clone Wars and Rebel Alliance and all this stuff, and video games and books and comics and, so many different stories, and then Solo and then Mandalorian. And the Star Wars universe is gigantic, right? Because it's planets, it's galaxies, it's a galaxy far, far away. So it's so many things. It's just like it works because you have Jedis, you have bounty hunters, you have so many different stuff that you can kind of bring there. The Walking Dead is a zombie apocalypse that takes place in the United States for the most part. We have a comic that's in Europe, and then we have another book that's in Asia. And I'm sure there would be stories outside of the United States, but predominantly it's a United States story. Maybe there's a little Canada, maybe there's Mexico, maybe there's the Caribbean, South America, all the different places. And it's a world. It's a world pandemic, and it's a world pandemic of, zombie apocalypse dystopian world. And when I'm writing my series, I'm kind of thinking of, okay, we're here, we're there, prequel connects the dots there. Maybe we explore outside the United States, the Caribbean, Europe, Australia, Midwest, Middle East, Canada, Mexico, South America, wherever. It just makes sense to branch the story with certain characters in a way that makes sense what you want to do, right? So I think that certain things make sense, like Marvel, Star Wars, Star Trek even. I mean, things that you can branch out. The Walking Dead could be just too much because I think people are getting tired of it. We still have so many questions and not enough answers for a lot of people. And so I don't know if it's just too much. I'm going to watch the shows and the movies and the spinoffs and, all the different things that are there. Just a lot of people, it's not it's not working for a lot of people. And especially with The World Beyond, it didn't really work for a lot of people, and people were expecting Rick, and Rick didn't show up. And Fear the Walking Dead has gotten better, but it's taken 6 seasons to get kind of where we wanted it to be from the beginning, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot. So, but let me see. Dara says, I've watched all the Walking Dead universe programs, but would you recommend reading the comics? I think so. If you like the universe, if you want to find out how the differences are, because the show is the show and the comic is the comic. We said it before and we'll say it again. I just think it's one of those things where if you love the universe of the Walking Dead, why not, check it out? I think it's pretty cool. Jonathan Water says, first off, happy holidays. And my question is, what if do you think Axel from the prison, would he end up with Carol if he never had died? I don't know. That's a great question. I mean, what would have happened with Axel? Axel was supposed to be a far different character, was supposed to be, not a nice guy. A character that could have went after somebody else, could have hurt somebody. He was a prisoner. He was a convict. He was a criminal. He was in jail. Was he that good of a guy? I'm not sure. They changed it for the show. They made him a character that we kind of liked. Would he have ended up with Carol? Maybe, but Carol's relationships don't work out very well, right? Look at Ed. Look at Tobin. Nothing happened with Axel, but what if Axel? It just was not going well for the people involved with Carol. If Carol is connected with a love interest or a child, it doesn't really work out that well for them too. So Chris says hi from Canada. Hello, Chris. And where was Eduardo says ciao from Italy, Bri. Very cool. That's awesome. That's this cool. David says hi from Portland, New York. Cool. I've been to Portland, Oregon. I've never been to Portland, New York. Is that upstate? I'm not sure where that is, David. But thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate it. Rob K says the animated show I would definitely watch. Cool. Xmas Girl 304 says adding a comedy, The Walking Dead seems a little strange. It's been a drama for 10 seasons. Exactly. I think the comedy, I didn't even say the comedy. That's another added to the other one. Thank you for bringing that up, Xmas Girl. But it seems out of place for a comedy, right? You can throw comedy in anything, but when you have a straight comedy, that's too much stuff if it doesn't work in the world that you're there. 2, this is survival. This is staying alive. Are walkers the enemy? People the enemy? Everything's a danger. Where are you at? Running out of food, running out of supplies, running out of toilet paper. Now you can throw comedy in those things with Abraham, with funny lines from Rick, Daryl, Carol, Ezekiel, Jerry. Characters that have comedy in them, but if you're trying to make funny happen in the zombie apocalypse, it can just feel forced, right? If you watch Dumb and Dumber, that is a comedy, straight comedy. It's a comedy. It's supposed to be a comedy. Nobody watches Rick walk down the grass, go into the gas station, try to fill up gas, run into Bicycle Girl, take out his Colt Python pistol, take out the zombie, and keep walking and be like, wow, that's pretty funny. No, it's like, wow, this is crazy. I can't believe they did that. I can't believe they did this. It's one of those things where you're like, wow, I'm invested because of the grittiness, the realism, the survival aspect. It just felt like, okay, this wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be, this could really happen. And if it did, what would these people do? What would you do? And I think that's why I draw a lot of people in, right? Brian Plott says, what if it's like Zombieland? That was cool. But Brian, that was supposed to be a comedy. It was supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be over the top, just silly, campy. Throw some zombies in there and, Tallahassee and everything. It's Columbus. They're just supposed to be awkward and funny and weird and just, it's supposed to be that way. Did anybody buy that the safest place to be was Pacific Playland? I don't think that was supposed to be like, wow, that's a good idea. No, you want to go to a military base, a Costco, a supermarket, somewhere safe, a community that's, a gated community that's, roped off and gated off and secure. That's where you want to end up. You don't want to end up in some place that It's like, oh, I want to end up in Universal Studios or, Disneyland, Disney World in a zombie apocalypse. Maybe you go there for supplies, but I don't know if it was supposed to be, it's just Zombieland was supposed to be funny through and through. And I don't know how it's going to work with the Walking Dead being a comedy. Is it going to be a dark comedy? Because that may not work for a lot of people. That may rub people the wrong way. Now, we all can agree there have been funny moments on The Walking Dead and funny characters. Abraham, Eugene, just the ones that jump out at me there. Simon, Negan a little bit. There's been things where you laughed. But it's not supposed to be like, wow, let me laugh at their misfortune, because you feel for these characters. You like these characters. You want these characters to survive. You hate these characters. It's just, I don't know. So we'll see how it goes, but that's my big question for the video. The poll question is, do you think there's going to be too many shows, too many things in The Walking Dead, and there's not really a break, right? I mean, there wasn't like... I grew up watching different shows and different things. And, my dad used to watch Star Trek and we watched Star Wars and all that stuff too. And so let's go with Star Wars, the analogy, right? So Star Wars, for the point that I'm trying to make, is it was movies 4, 5, and 6. It was in the 70s, the late 70s and early 80s. And then we didn't have, there was a Star Wars Christmas special and there was an Ewok movie. And that was pretty much it. Besides books, video games, comics, there wasn't any more movies. And then they were like, I'm going to make the prequels, 1, 2, and 3. And they were okay. They were more of a miss than a hit for me. But that was a lot of time. I think Return of the Jedi came out in 83. I think it was like 77, 79, 83. I could 82. But either way, it was early 80s. Call it 83, right? The first prequel movie, I could be wrong, was 1999. So let's say... Oh my goodness, I lost connection here. What's going on here? But I think we're coming back. I don't know why. Sorry, technical difficulties, but I think we're back. But so say if it was 83 and 99. That was 16 years of minimal to no Star Wars movies that way. Now, what if The Walking Dead did something like that, right? What if The Walking Dead finished the show in 2021, 2022, we'll say it's done in 2022, right? And then we didn't have Walking Dead for years. So it's finished in 2022. We don't have a Carol and Daryl show. We don't have Tales of the Walking Dead. We don't have Fear the Walking Dead. We don't have that. And then we get stuff 5, 6, 7 years later. People are like, I want my Walking Dead back, right? They left it open-ended. It can come back around. You can't really have a prequel story. Or I guess you could, right? That's what you were kind of having with Fear the Walking Dead, but different characters, different connections. It didn't want to connect, but it made no sense not to connect, but either way. So the Walking Dead is going to be going on for years. We're going to have shows and movies and spinoffs for several more years after The Walking Dead ends, right? So I have a source. I'm going to make it into a video, but since you guys here, we'll give you a little information that I have. So the information that I saw Andrew Lincoln say or read or, the stuff that's going around is that Andrew Lincoln said that their hope is to start filming early spring 2021 for the first movie. And I was actually tagged by someone on Facebook, and it was a comicbook.com article. I didn't read the article, but I think they're talking about that. And people are like, I thought they already filmed it. I thought it was coming on this. I thought they couldn't do anything because of the pandemic. I thought that this was going to happen. The latest information about the movies is that they did not start filming yet. They're wrapping up the scripts. They're wrapping up all this stuff. And right now, we got like 40-some people in here. And you guys get the information, legit, best possible information that I have from credible sources. That's like the best information that I, could get, that I share with you guys. But there's a lot of people that don't come to the channel, that don't watch the videos, that don't watch anything that I make, that are still confused about a lot of things. And that's on them. I can only make videos. Maybe people watch, maybe people subscribe, maybe they don't. I'm just going to keep making videos and have some great information come out, some from valuable, reliable, trusted sources. The other thing I got that I'm not confirming by any means because I'm not sure and the person isn't sure if it's exactly going to be legit actually happening, but there's been some talk, early word, that a lot of the cast for The Walking Dead season 11 may start filming in January or February. Now, they typically start filming in late April, early May. But with 2020, COVID-19, the pandemic, all this stuff, right? Crazy stuff. But if they start filming in February, that's 2-3 months ahead of schedule. 2 to 3 months ahead of schedule, you could really knock out a bunch of episodes. And I don't know if the plan is, if they're going to start filming in February or January. Again, I'm not sure, I'm not confirming it, but that's information that I have. They may report around there. They could have some pre-production stuff. That's what it may be, pre-production. And maybe they start filming in March. Maybe, I'm not sure. Maybe that's the plan. Maybe it goes through. Maybe it doesn't. But the fact is that I think that if they start filming early, they could really get going with just knocking out a bunch of episodes and being ahead of schedule. And I don't know if their plan is to really start filming, or early to knock out the first season or the whole season next year. Are they going to really film from February to November, 10 months? And can they film, 24 episodes in 10 months? I think they can. I don't know if they can have that and actually film from March, April, or May. So they started filming in May. I don't know if the plan is that they can film May through November and knock out all the season, because what happens if they start filming and then they got to shut down mid-season, mid-production? Because 24 episodes is a lot of episodes, and they usually take 5 to 10 days, so like 2 weeks, and they film Monday through Friday. Sometimes they got to film on Saturdays, but that's very rare. They try not to do overtime. So Monday through Friday. If it takes 2 weeks per episode at the most, say, right? So 2 weeks divided by 24, that is 12 weeks, right? Or 20. That is 24 episodes. That's a lot. That's 48. That's 48 weeks. 48 divided by 4 is 12. So that's 12. That's a year. That's a full calendar year. So sorry, my math got all crazy there too. So if you're doing 24 episodes times 2 weeks, that's 48 weeks. And if it takes that, 48 weeks divided by 4 weeks in a month, that's 12. That's 12 months. That's a year. That's a full calendar year. And I know not every episode takes 5 to 10 days. But usually mid-season finales, are we going to get 2 mid-season finales and a series finale? So if we go 8 episodes, break, 8 episodes, break, 8 episodes. So season 11, episode 8, season 11, episode 16, season 11, episode 24. Is that how we're going to break it up? I don't know. But that's some of the early word that I have, that they may start filming in February, and that'll be several months ahead of schedule. Are they going to be at the studio? Are they going to be at Pinewood Studios? Are there going to be stuff there? They'll probably be all over, but we'll have to see too. So, Eduardo, let's see. If you were to be cast as a Walking Dead character, what would you play? Well, I would like to think I would be a part of the main cast and do some heroic things, but I probably would be someone like a role player, a D-list character, someone at, Alexandria, just, biding my time, doing my own thing, maybe have a skill or a trade, do some things when necessary. But, everybody would think that they would be like, I'm going to be Daryl, or I'm going to be Carol, I'd be Maggie, I'd be Aaron, or I'd be Rick, or I'd be Negan, I'd be those type of characters. But a lot of us would be smaller, low-level, no-name characters. If you think about it, maybe you have skills. Like if you were a skill that you could do things. So if you could do a lot of different trades, a lot of different attributes and skills, it would be pretty useful in there. But, I I'm not a blacksmith or a carpenter or anything like that too, even though you'd have to learn. So there too. So Negan one says Bry would be Dwight. No, I don't know. How do I take that, Negan? Does that mean that I'm a spy or a backstabber, or I don't know. How would that work if I was Dwight? I wouldn't want to be Dwight, but if I was gonna say if I would be a character in there, I don't know. Like, it would be pretty cool to be like, I wouldn't want to be Rick. I wouldn't want to be the character there too. So, because I look like him, so I look like the Whitey Boy. Oh, okay, that's what we're going with. So if we're going by looks, I don't know. Some people say I look like Axel, like, I don't know, a younger version of Axel. So I don't know. I don't know for all looks. So I don't know what we're going there too. So Jeannie says I'd be Eugene. You know, kind of be like. It's just interesting there too. I kind of would be. I think I would try to be a similar character to the character in my Fight for Us story, but you know, there he's a orthopedic surgeon. But you know, I don't know. Doom says, I would love to be a red shirt on The Walking Dead. I don't know if you'd want to be a red shirt because red shirts don't really last that long. So, but I was running a little late because I wanted to show you guys my Grogu, my Baby Yoda, the Mandalorian child. It's pretty awesome. It's an early a Christmas present from my wife. It could be a birthday present because my birthday is right around Christmas. But so we have it rocking by the TV, and it's really delayed on there as I bring this up. But here, I just want to have a little, since we're talking about Star Wars a little bit, the Mandalorian. There's Grogu right there. Pretty cool stuff. And it's animatronic, and it's got all that. If you want to see more, definitely check out the video. But there's such a big delay from the video from what I bring up. But sorry. But overall, guys, The Walking Dead is still a big part of my life. It's still part of that. And the community is still good. It's still strong. It's still great. But I've seen more and more toxicity growing in the Walking Dead community. And it happens all the time. It happens in Star Wars and Marvel. And, you know, Walking Dead is just one aspect of one of the communities. But if you think about it, people are kind of annoyed with all the different things from The Walking Dead. We still haven't seen Rick. We're still waiting to see Rick. We're still waiting for a lot of things. And hopefully they start filming spring 2021. And we can see a trailer for the Rick movie. I don't know if they're going to film, if they're going to start filming the first three movies, or I guess the three movies. If they're going to film it back to back to back. If they're going to film the first movie, take a break. Second movie, take a break. Third, you know, like that. Because I remember The Matrix, they filmed the first movie, and then there was a hit, and they ordered the second and the third movies, and they filmed them back to back. But that was just two movies. So I'm not sure what it is, too. So, Xmas Girl 304 says, my birthday is Christmas Day. Happy birthday, Bri. Thank you, Xmas Girl. My birthday is actually tomorrow, so it's right around Christmas, and I know how you feel. Hopefully you don't get shafted by your friends and your family for, you know, holiday presents, but I know my one of my family members' birthdays is Christmas Eve, and a bunch of my friends and myself, we have a bunch of December birthdays, so we're a lot of celebration there too. And, you know, my father-in-law is right around the middle of the month, and, you know, it's just, you know, it's just good that people can celebrate the holidays and everything there, even though my wife and I were going to celebrate by ourselves in the house and take it easy. And, you know, I'm real low-key with birthdays, and so hopefully, I know Jen's birthday was last week, and a couple other birthdays are around here, so Mark says, have you made 40 yet, Bri? No, I'm still in my 30s. I'm still in my late 30s, so I'm getting there. And I personally like it to get older. You know, some people are like, I can't believe I'm 25 or I'm 35 or I'm 50 on there too. But I personally like getting older. You know, recently I lost a friend, right around Thanksgiving, and I've lost friends and family members pretty much every couple of years. And, you know, getting a birthday and having a birthday means you're still alive and we're still here. And, you know, I think about it as, you know, I lost friends growing up in high school and in college and a couple years ago and recently, and lost family members. And it's like, they're not here. They don't have any more birthdays. And it's a shame that they're just not. And I love my friends and I love my family and I love the people that support me on there too. And it goes a long way. And thank you, Jersey Girl Forever. So I'm guessing you're from Jersey. Myself, I'm from New Jersey as well. I grew up in South Jersey, you know. So where you at? Where you from, Jersey Girl Forever? But I just think of it as like, it's a good thing. Every day left on this earth is a good thing. And, you know, and that's kind of how you would have to be in a zombie apocalypse. Every day alive is a good day. But, you know, every day is a gift, right? And I love the idea. So Negan once says, once you hit 40, you have to sit on edge of bed and warm up like an old Buick before you get up. There are certain days from my Crohn's disease that I feel that way already. In my knees and my ankle, in my shoulder sometimes I feel that way too. So, but I know that's where it's at too. So, Jersey Girl Forever says, I'm from South Jersey. I grew up in Blackwood, New Jersey, right around Cherry Hill, and my family still lives there. They live in South Jersey in the like Mullica Hill, Mantua, Sewell area. So I know South Jersey very well. I was supposed to go back this year for a wedding. And 2020 is one of those years that it ruined a lot of people's plans. My dad and I were supposed to go to the Masters, but, you know, my dad's retired now, so he can go and do those things. And we were supposed to go this year, which, you know, we couldn't. My wife and I were supposed to go on a cruise, but we couldn't. My friend Sean was supposed to get married. And so, man, we just a lot of big things. But next year, hopefully he'll be getting married. We'll be going down the shore for him to get married too. So, Deptford. So I know Deptford, New Jersey. I know exactly all about Deptford. I know the Deptford Mall. I know West Deptford. I know everything all about you. Right? Grew up right around the same area, Jersey Girl, for sure. So that's awesome. And I love it when people are from, you know, all over, but it's also cool with people from Jersey. You know, I'm a Jersey guy myself, but living in Florida now, I grew up. I got out of there, you know. Hopefully you guys didn't get caught up in that bad weather, that snowstorm, that, you know, 2 feet of snow and 20 inches of snow and all that stuff in the Northeast. It came from the South to the Northeast. I believe I got to talk to my dad later that I think he was getting some more snow. Dragon says, have a friend in Parsippany. So Parsippany, New Jersey. So just to switch gears a little bit because we're talking about Jersey. If you guys have HBO Max, there are a lot of movies. I think if they're still doing this, Warner Brothers is going to be putting a lot of their movies on HBO Max and also in the theaters. So next week, or this upcoming week, is on Christmas Day, is Wonder Woman 1984. And I'm excited for that movie. And it comes out, I think it's already out in movie theaters in some places around the world, but I have HBO Max and I'm definitely going to watch that. Now, speaking of New Jersey, there is a movie called The Many Saints of Newark. And that is the prequel to The Sopranos TV show. And if you know The Sopranos, you know that it was an awesome Italian mafia show on HBO that was taking place in New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and it was filmed a lot in New Jersey. Now, The Many Saints of Newark, I believe, will be released on HBO Max and also in theaters. Every time it's on HBO Max, it's in the theaters as well, but the movie theaters aren't really opening as well, and they're, you know, it's not doing that well because of certain movie theaters and protocols and everything too, so they went that way, which is interesting. Also, John Bernthal, who played Shane on The Walking Dead, is in The Many Saints of Newark, I believe. And it's been a while since I've been keeping up with that movie, and James Gandolfini's son plays a young Tony, and we should see some younger characters. Maybe we see, you know, Silvio and Paulie and Tony and, you know, a bunch of people like that. So it should be pretty awesome, and I'm super excited for 2021. Speaking of 2020, it's going to be wrapping up here in, you know, a couple weeks. 2 weeks, we're done, man. We're into 2021. Vaccines are starting to hit places. Certain, you know, medical professionals are getting them. So Moderna should be starting to get their vaccines out. So we should be getting more and more and more of that. And I know, but that's a good thing. I know sometimes we talk about the pandemic and COVID-19 and it rubs people the wrong way. But we just talk about it and we get there. It's in the news and, hopefully it'll be okay. Even though I think everybody probably has made the joke or heard the joke. Like when we saw the first lady get the vaccination in the UK, she got the shot and she was just sitting there with her mask on. And then I always make the joke like, yep. And then moments later, she turned into a zombie, and the zombie apocalypse started. She was patient zero. Now, I highly doubt, and I don't ever think zombies will ever be a thing, even though it's nice fictional to talk about things. But the zombie apocalypse saying how to truly start and how to do there too. So, it's just like, it's just a running joke to be like, yep. And that's how we started the zombie apocalypse, COVID-19 vaccine from Pfizer and Moderna and whatever, it's just a joke. It's just one of those things where we should be getting in the right direction. We should be going in the right way. And we should be hopefully getting back to normal with travel, with movie production, show production, being able to get around and get about and people can start filming stuff. And hopefully the Rick movies start filming and season 11 goes off without a hitch and Fear the Walking Dead season 7 and World Beyond season 2 and all these other different things down the way. So, Xmas Girl asks, are you planning on taking the vaccine? That's a good question. I probably will because I have Crohn's disease and I don't want to have to worry about, the different vaccinations and getting COVID-19. And my wife has different, autoimmune diseases as well. So we're probably going to get it, especially if we have to fly back to Jersey for my friend's wedding. They're probably going to, I don't know if they're still going to do that, but you may have to have a vaccination to fly. So if we're going to fly, then hopefully we'll be okay too. So we'll get everything there. So she says, my sister had the vaccine. So far, she's not a zombie, right? Good. Well, not any more of a zombie than she was before right now. That's a joke. We try to have a little fun here too. So I think I will. Negan one says, I am legend cured to cancer, right? Yeah, no, we don't want that. But the way it's designed is that it's an mRNA response. So it's going to be similar to like a flu vaccine where it's going to trick your body thinking that you had the virus in you and that you'd be able to fight it off quicker and not there too. So you can still get the flu and you had a flu shot. I think a similar thing. Again, I'm not a scientist and I don't know, but I think it's a similar thing that too. So I'm not sure. Jonathan Wilder says, what if Disney took over the Walking Dead show? I don't know. I would personally like it if HBO or Netflix took it over because you can get away with certain things on there too. Imagine if The Walking Dead was on HBO or Amazon or Netflix. You wouldn't have to put up with it. People would be cursing all over the place. There would be nudity all over the place. There would be, adult themes all over the place because on AMC, you can't say certain things and you can't do certain things because it's cable television. On premium networks, streaming networks, you can do a lot more things on there. And I'm not saying it'd be better or worse on there. It would just be different. I just think that would have been there too. So also, I don't know if you guys saw my recent video about the live stream cash trivia thing. That's actually today, coming up in 2 hours and 24 minutes. I know it's a political thing that they want you to donate to, and I'm not here to talk about politics. I'm not here to say this is right, that's wrong, this is wrong on there too, because I think that's part of the problem is that when people start to say, you disagree with me, you're wrong. That's not right, that's wrong. You're wrong. Oh, you are a Democrat or Republican or this. No, it's like you're a person, but people get caught up in so many things. And, I have my views, you have your views, but the fact that you could donate to a place, the Democratic Party basically, and then you can get access to a panel that's hosted by Yvette Nicole Brown. Denai Guerrero is there, Lauren Cohan will be there, Andrew Lincoln will be there, Lenny James will be there, Sonequa Martin Green, who played Sasha, Christian Serratos, Jeffrey Dean Morgan, and I think that's everybody, will be there at the panel doing trivia and there too. And it's pretty cool. I just wish it wasn't connected with politics. I know there's a thing that people hate politics and they hate this and they hate that. Sometimes I wish we could have an escape from that and just go to this. Like, it would be pretty cool if the calls went to COVID relief or something else. I think that would be better. But either way, that's what they're doing it for. I'm not going to donate. I'm not going to watch it. I got other stuff going on today, so I'm going to miss the live stream. So, but yes, anyone can watch it. You just have to donate. Go to the website the video that I posted yesterday. You can post it. You can go there. The link that was connected to Denai Guerrera's Twitter takes you to that. I'm guessing if you donate anything, there's a bunch of different boxes, but then there's another box. If you donate, you probably put your email address in, and then you probably get a link to it. So I guess if you donate $1, $5, $10 or something, a small donation, you'll get access to it. And I think that's how you do it. So, and again, I'm not here to say if you do it, you're right or wrong. If you don't do it, you're right or wrong. But if you want to support it, great. If you want to be a part of it, great. But I think that's also part of the problem that, I'm a pretty open person. I can see people's views. I can see where they come from. My haters will disagree. But, my growing up, I was raised to, respect other people and to treat others how you would be treated. And to be, if you don't want to get yelled at, why yell at other people, right? But some people don't care about that, especially nowadays. They're like, I'm going to tell you how it is, and if you disagree, you're wrong. I don't know. So, but see, like Jackie, she donated. She wants to see everyone together, and that's awesome. I appreciate that, supporting them. More power to you. I hope you enjoy it, and I think it's awesome that you did. And my job was just to explain that there's an option for that, and if you wanted to see it. Now that Andrew Lincoln will be there, hopefully it's pretty cool. I feel like it's kind of crappy that Andrew Lincoln is involved with that and not the holiday special. He just had to record a couple-minute thing to say, hey guys, just want to say happy holidays or something. He could be dressed in his Ebenezer Scrooge outfit. He could plug that. He could say, look, we're going to be working on the show or the movies very, very soon. Once we find out more information, we'll have it. We're excited to have it. And the Rick Grimes movies will be back. See you guys. Happy holidays. Couple minutes. That's it. That's all you had to do. Lenny James could do something like that too. Or, Norman Reedus. Oh, I think Norman Reedus is going to be connected with that thing too. The donation panel is there too. Jersey Girl says, I grew up in Omanesson. My grandma and aunt lived in Blackwood. I know Blackwood very well. My doctor and dentist was right there on the main street. Very cool. Yeah, I know all about Blackwood, and I grew up there too. I went to Highland High School. That's where I went for high school and all the places there. I lived right by Highland High School on Ariel Road. Jump right down on 42, take you to the Defford Mall, take you down to Philly, hop over the Walt Whitman Bridge, bing, bada, boom, there. I'm really hoping that they show Philadelphia, probably most likely CGI, in the Rick Grimes movies, because I believe Rick is there. I think Rick is, or was at least, transported to Philadelphia. They could have the skyline, do that. They'll probably film at a studio in Georgia, so that we won't actually see Philadelphia, but we'll see Philadelphia CGI style. Because they film a lot of things in Georgia, and they make it look like another state, another place. They do it all the time, too. So, yeah. Yeah, people are just talking about other things like Rob Case says, if Walking Dead was on HBO, we wouldn't have gotten a full frontal alpha nude scene. We would have gotten a full frontal alpha nude scene. Yeah, I don't know. We probably would have seen some terrible things on there too. But I love when people bring up the fact that they're like, how on The Walking Dead World Beyond do they have perfect hair and perfect makeup and perfect this and that? Well, they do the same thing on The Walking Dead pretty much all the time, right? The women don't have body hair. Their hair looks great. Look at Carol, look at Michonne, look at, Andrea, Beth, Maggie. They look great. They're just comic book characters on a show like that, too. This isn't like real life. Like, this isn't Survivor where someone's got to actually stay alive. So, but I don't think it makes that much things when they're like, well, they have makeup on and they look this. Okay, it's the same thing all over the Walking Dead universe. It's not just the World Beyond. It's just, I don't know, too. So, Wilson says, did anyone watch Wonder Woman 84? I have not. I'll be watching that next week, and I'll be talking about it in a couple of videos. We're going to be branching out over the break to be talking about a bunch of different things. I still want to do my Cobra Kai Season 3 trailer breakdown. Probably be doing the, a Christmas, video for you guys, just saying Merry Christmas. I'm probably going to do a video on December 28th saying that we're 2 months out away from the Return of the Walking Dead comes back February 28th. And I'm glad that we're going to get 6 episodes, and I'm glad that they're not going to be filler episodes, right? So that's the first show that comes back. The Walking Dead Season 10, Episode 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So 10:17 through 10:22. I'm excited for that. Now, before that is Cobra Kai. That comes out in January. I think the early word was January 8th. I'm not sure if they're going to keep that or not. And it's great because you can watch all the episodes back to back to back to back. You can just binge it. But I hate that because so many people and so many channels and so many places are going to be like, yeah, what does it mean? What does the ending mean? I watched all 7, 8, 10, 15 episodes in a weekend or in a day, and they're watching it and then they're making a video out of it. The ending, I can't believe it. The ending explained. And you're like, I didn't even watch the first episode yet. What's going on there, right? And it's just, we'll have to see how that goes. But Cobra Kai is in January. Walking Dead is in February into March. I'm hoping Fear the Walking Dead Season 6B is in March, April, and then it'll take us right into maybe World Beyond. I don't think that may be the next show that we get to watch over the summer. Like, I don't know when the World Beyond, they have to film that. They have to film Season 2 still. So I don't know what the plan for that is. When Fear the Walking Dead is going to start filming, that's typically a summer show. But 2020 has changed everything. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen with the future of the Walking Dead shows when we get to see them again. Like, will we have to wait until 2021 to watch all of 2022 for the Walking Dead, all of that? Or are we going to get 8 episodes of season 11 in October? And then we get a break, and then I don't know. I don't know what the plan is. We still don't know too. So, Xmas Girl 304 says, Q&A, is there a difference between AMC Plus and AMC Premiere? Very good question. I just know that AMC Plus is an app on Amazon and a couple other places like Roku and stuff that you can get it without a cable provider. AMC Premiere is the extra service, but it's through your cable provider. You have to have a cable provider to get AMC Premiere, and that's $5 a month. AMC Plus is $8.99 or $9.99 or something, and that is without a cable provider. I'm sure it's the same thing. It probably just gives you access to their servers, and you get to watch stuff without commercials, and you get to watch stuff like that. So I'm not sure there's a difference, but I don't know if anybody can have that too. So James says, gotta run, guys. Happy holidays. Stay safe. Later, Wilson. Later, Jackie. Later, Rob and Jeannie. Hard too, Brian. So, James, see you, my man. Hopefully you get to hear this before you leave. But, James, happy holidays. Merry Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And I like saying Merry Christmas, and I don't, I'm not trying to be politically correct by saying happy holidays, but I know not everybody, celebrates Christmas, and so we say that. But happy holidays is the generic one on it too. But thank you. He says, hit that like button, peeps. Always love for the vids. Bri, thank you. Thanks for all you do. Thank you, James. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you for the kind words. I truly appreciate it. That goes for everybody here. I'm not just saying that James, but James is leaving. So I just want to say goodbye to that because I do, I know the haters and the other channels and the people that just talk smack and talk whatever about me, say all this stuff, but I care about people. I'm a physical therapist. I care about people. You have to care about people to be a good physical therapist, in my opinion. And I care about people that are good-hearted people on there too. But I say when people come at me, I come back at them. When people attack me, I defend myself. That's just the way it works. That's how I'm made. That's how I'm made. Born and raised in New Jersey. That's how it is. Either defend yourself or you get walked over, you get taken advantage of, and that's how it is. And I'm not a person about to do that. Now, I don't go looking for trouble. I don't go looking for problems, even though sometimes I say like, okay, this channel did this or did that, or, the clickbait. So I looked it up, right? What is the definition of clickbait? And I guess I do clickbait, because clickbait is basically something that shows people, it baits people to click on them. It entices them to click on them. I guess I should just use the word trickbait, because trickbait is designed for people to click on their stuff, and the information that you're expecting there is not there. Now, I guess it's all clickbait if you have a headline or a big thing or a big bold headline that draws your attention to say, hey, click on this. This will get you the information. Now, I take offense to that. So I guess after reading the definition, I entice people to click on things because people need to be enticed nowadays. That's how it goes. I'm not trying to trick anybody. I'm enticing somebody, hey, click on this if you want to find out this about Rick or the movies or like that. Now, I also think I provide legit quality information. There's a difference between tricking somebody by having them click on it to do that and saying something is confirmed when it's not confirmed, or saying something is there when you don't even know the answer, right? Like, I don't like that. That's different from me to say that. Now, so I guess I have to go back on what I've said, is that clickbait is something that is done to draw people in. But I'm going to flip that, and I'm nobody, but I'm going to flip that and say other channels are trickbait. So, but I think that's what people mean. I think when people call my stuff clickbait, they say, hey, you tricked me into clicking this and the information wasn't there, but it really was. So it's all right. I'm just going to just not take offense to it, because clickbait is something that is just enticing people to do that. I'm not tricking people. I'm not doing that on there too. So, but I think everybody that's in here knows what I'm about, who I am, the information I have, because I hate clicking on stuff when I'm like, oh yeah, like the article that I showed in there talking about the Rick Grimes movies coming to Netflix. When it says The Walking Dead, Andrew Lincoln coming there, new movie coming to Netflix. We thought, a lot of people, and a lot of people still do, they think that the Rick Grimes movie is coming to Netflix. That article is talking about Penguin Bloom. It's not talking about the Walking Dead Rick Grimes movie. But even when I posted that video and it says, coming to Netflix, ? With Rick in the helicopter, and then I talk about The Walking Dead Netflix news, are the Rick Grimes movies coming to Netflix? I posted that in a lot of groups on Facebook. And so many people, I'm talking about a lot of people, wrote in the comments, yes, can't wait. I have Netflix. It's going to be great. I get to watch it for free. Netflix. It's like, that's not what the video is saying. The video is saying that you can't relieve this stuff. Maybe it's coming to Netflix, and I hope it's coming to Netflix, but right now it's Penguin Bloom that article is talking about, and so it kind of backfired on me what I'm trying to do. I was trying to show and highlight how that is not what the article is showing, but people are there. So if it doesn't come to Netflix, people are going to be like, wait a second, in theaters, it was supposed to come to Netflix. Well, if you clicked on the video and you saw what the video was, besides a picture or a thumbnail, it says YouTube, so it's clearly a video, then it would explain what it was. But people, like, I ran into this problem too. When you buy something and there's directions, like, oh, let's just screw the directions. I'm just going to start putting stuff together. When you should get the directions and you say step 1, step 2, and then you go back to it. You just start going. Go, 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 go. But that's what people do. They see a pretty picture with a headline and they just go by that way. And I guess that's what happens on YouTube and all these other channels that are doing that. And they're playing the game. And I don't want to play that game. And I don't want to do that because I hate it when you click on something and you're like, it's not there. The information isn't there too. So I don't know. But Jonathan Wilder says, do you think Connie is safe with you know who? I know his name, just can't spell it. It's Virgil. I don't know. That's a great question. I brought that up several times, and I think that's a good video to bring up over the break. Is Virgil going to do something bad with Connie? Is Connie safe? Is Connie going to be traded? What if Virgil is with Civic Republic? Right? What if he's with the CRM? Even though the ship, the naval cruiser that Michonne got on, didn't have a CRM logo. And we know that the Civic Republic loves to put their 3-circle logo on everything. Applesauce, bullets, water, peaches, helicopters, vans, everything you could think of. They got the CRM logo, or I guess Civic Republic logo. It's not, I don't know. I guess the 3 rings of the Civic Republic logo, the CR logo, and the military is just one aspect there too. So I don't know. But Hard Nixie says, your goodness shows, PT. It shows. Thank you. I appreciate that, because sometimes it's got to be frustrating if someone gets misrepresented, or they think a person is one way and they're not. Like, how many times have you been, misjudged, or you misjudged somebody? That's got to be frustrating, right? Where you're like, no, or say you know somebody, or you look at somebody and she's like, oh, she's actually a really nice person, or he's a really nice person, but he has that, RBF, and you're like, no, the person's really nice. Don't worry. They're not, because you're like, I don't know. Look at that face. They don't really look the nicest, but they are, Jersey Girl says, that's so cool. You're from my area. Love you, Brian, and love The Walking Dead. Thank you, Jersey Girl. I appreciate that too. When I fly home, I fly to Philly, and I was supposed to fly home this past September for my friend's wedding, but it didn't work. He was getting married in Avalon. So hopefully next year. Right now it's in April, I think, but maybe next September as well. But I'll be back. And I love New Jersey. I'm glad I got away, but I do love New Jersey. I love the shore. I love, I love growing up, Clementon Park, Dorney Park, Six Flags, the shore, bowling alleys, Cape May, Wildwood, all these great places growing up. It was a great childhood, being around there too. There's always something to do, and the entertainment dollar in Jersey is definitely there too. So Jeannie says the question mark makes all the difference. Exactly. And so when I put something like confirmed question mark, that's a big difference than saying confirmed. Like, so, I don't know, but exclamation point, period, question mark, it makes the big difference for sure too. So, but, yeah, Rob Key says, oh man, don't trade Connie. Mark Simmons says, shouldn't Virgil be better equipped than he is? Yeah, Virgil is a complicated character, I think, because he was saved by Luke, but then he was able to get up on Michonne. So he was capable. Like, he's a capable guy. Like, he got one up on Michonne. So he was a little better than that, right? So maybe something happened. Like, maybe he has nothing to do with the Civic Republic. But I think he could maybe, if Dante was a spy and crazier things have happened in The Walking Dead, and we know that The Walking Dead loves the spy angle, right? So maybe Virgil turns out to be a good guy. Maybe he's the way to connect with Michonne. Maybe he trades Connie. Maybe he's part of the Civic Republic. Maybe if he trades Connie, he can do something better in the Civic Republic. That's why he's not equipped. I don't know. That's a good question. These are all great questions. And I love talking about things because it's a fun discussion topic. Nobody's right. Nobody's wrong, even though some people are right. Like a lot of people said that Huck was a spy. Huck was Elizabeth's daughter. And, they were right. And that's awesome. And that's great. And I love talking about both sides. I agree, disagree, have fun, discussion topics. And that's where we need to get back to in this world, not just talking about The Walking Dead, but in life. We have to agree to disagree, and it's okay. It's okay to have a different of opinion. You're not all right. You're not all wrong. I'm not all right. I'm not all wrong. And it's okay. It's all right to have, but, people are just getting crazy and flipping out over little things too now. But Wilson says, I'm concerned about Connie. I think so too. I think that's a good story where it could go. I love to see where it can go. Mary M says, speculation. That's what we do. That's what we do. We We go on riverboat gambling trips. That's what we do. We make our own beef jerky. Anybody know that quote from what movie? But Rob K says, my family vacationed in Wildwood, New Jersey and Cape May. Really fun area. Yeah, I mean, I took my wife to Wildwood a couple years ago. Cape May is the most southern point in New Jersey. That's all the way at the very bottom where it kind of goes down on it. And I love Cape May. I played soccer tournaments down there in Cape May, Wildwood, and Ocean City, New Jersey. Not Ocean City, Maryland. There's a difference there, but it's pretty cool stuff. If you ever get a chance to go to the Jersey Shore and go to Wildwood, Ocean City, Cape May, Seaside Heights, Sea Isle City, Avalon, some places like that. And the Jersey Shore is not the TV show on MTV. A lot of those people aren't from Jersey, and that's kind of a show that's just for entertainment. Jersey Shore is a fun, entertainment, crazy show, and I definitely have a soft spot for Jersey in my heart, and going down the shore is one of those cool things too that I recommend. Man, I got 5 minutes left, guys. So definitely, I'll get some questions going. Before I answer the questions, I wanted to bring up the idea. I'm going to make a video that's designed for a Q&A. So I'll make a video. It'll be a short video, but you can post comments there, and I'll answer them, and I'll monitor that, regularly, daily, and I'll do the Q&A for that. It can be about The Walking Dead, other stuff, physical therapy stuff, medical questions. It's not going to take the place of medical care and stuff like that, but I just want to have the ability to answer a lot of questions. Being a doctor of physical therapy, I think that would be pretty cool, and I think that would be there. I would like to do a live stream maybe down the road for that. We'll see how it goes, but I just thought that would be a cool thing, like Ask PT or something. I don't know. It's just something pretty cool as well too. So, like Mark asks, Bri, are you an above average golfer or you just swing for par? I haven't played golf in probably 10 years. It's been a long, long time. I'm probably right now like a bogey golfer. I'm just trying to shoot for par, but I haven't played enough, and golf is one of those things where you got to play enough to get there too. I know my limitations, and it's just fun to be out with my dad and my friends and everything there too. And it's a fun thing. So let me answer these last questions for our last 4 minutes or so. Let me see what we got here. So Epic Zombie Killer says, hey, Brian, happy holidays. I'm glad 2020 is almost done. Me too. That's for sure. Timothy asks, the CRM soldiers seem to have strange looking rifles on the ends. Has anyone brought this up? Well, I think they are bayonets that push off the zombie. Like you stab the zombie and you push the thing and it knocks the zombie head off. So the bayonet doesn't get stuck in there. I think that's on there. So it's pretty cool. It's pretty smart. It's pretty smart tech. That's for sure. Epic Zombie Killer says, hey, Brian, I've got a feeling that the new comedy series is going to fail. I hope it doesn't fail, because I don't want The Walking Dead to fail. I want it to be entertaining. I want it to be great, because I'm invested heavily in this series and the show. Well, not the comedy series, but the universe on there. And I hope it's a nice branch of The Walking Dead tree. If you guys haven't checked out my zombie apocalypse story, Fight for Us, we're getting closer to wrapping up book 2 of In 100 Days Part 2. It's available on Amazon. It's in every description. There are links to a bunch of different books. Actually, on Amazon, we have definitely a Amazon page that has all the different books there too. So definitely want to check it out. It's basically a zombie apocalypse story set in the future. I definitely want to expand on that on there for the zombie apocalypse too. So Wilson, when are you streaming Christmas week? Well, I'll just do next Sunday a stream, but I'll do my Q&A like during the week. Like I'll post it, and then if you guys want to ask questions there, I'll answer them, and I'll just get back to the questions there. And you can ask pretty much anything. I have nothing really to hide, and I think it's a pretty cool way to ask stuff, and I think it's a good forum to have some good questions. So if it's definitely there, or you can message me on Facebook or there too if there's other different things, because I want to be there for you guys and be there. And some people have questions about physical therapy and stuff, and I think I can answer them for it too. So Xmas Girl Q&A, what do you think will be the catalyst for Daryl and Carol to leave Alexandria? That's a great question. I still have no idea. I have no idea why Daryl and Carol would leave Judith, RJ, everything. I guess the zombies, the walkers are gone. They're not a threat anymore. Maybe we get a time jump. So if you know the comics, you know there's a time jump. You know that walkers really aren't the problem. You have an older Coral, and he's got a wife, Sophia, and they have a child, and that's kind of the whole thing, the way it ends. I could see something being that way. So I guess they can leave. Alexandria is under control. There's not really any more threats. It just makes sense that they go around and they see things because everything's safe and everything's under control. But where are they going to go? New Mexico, Texas? What's going to be the driving force? Are they going to be able to get a hold of somebody? I would love for them to go try to find Rick and Michonne, but why would they just go by themselves? I don't know. I just really don't know. It just seems like the unknown right now doesn't make me think that the show's going to be that good, but we'll see where it goes. I just hope it's explained and it makes sense. I just have my doubts. I hope it goes well because I like both of those characters and I like The Walking Dead. But again, too much, too long doesn't really bode well for a lot of shows. When you go on for too long and you try to get that last drop of milk from that money cow, I just don't know if there's going to be anything coming out. If it's going to be worth having, right? Everyone's just saying some good stuff. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, guys. So that's it. That's our live stream for today. I went the full hour. Sorry for the other live stream. I'm going to have to delete that. I don't know what was going on there, but I saw the live chat. Thank you guys for being here. I truly appreciate it. If you're going like Jackie, hopefully you enjoy the live stream, that event that'll be in just under 2 hours for the Walking Dead cast trivia party thing with Bette Nicole Brown and a bunch of those peeps. I guess it's like a Zoom call, live stream, live event, which should be pretty cool. And I'm sure it'll be all over the place. Maybe they'll give us information. I know Andrew Lincoln will be there, so maybe they'll be able to elaborate on some filming stuff, maybe what their plan is. But I think the early word is spring 2021. So last one, Ty Wilson. Is Elizabeth going to be in the Rick movies because she's a leader in the CRM? I don't know. I think so. I would love for the World Beyond to connect with the Rick movies, and they should, right? I think that's what we're getting is the prequel to the Rick movies is The Walking Dead World Beyond. Even though we haven't seen Rick, I think they'll connect. And Elizabeth, if she's a leader, the lieutenant colonel for the military, I think she should be a big part of that. And I hope so too. Maybe Hope, Iris, Silas, Elton, Felix, Will, do they all survive? Dr. Bennett? I'm not sure. But thank you guys. I'll be back next Sunday. Be safe, be sound. I hope you have a great holiday, a Merry Christmas. I'll be having a video to say Merry Christmas on December 25th. And then over the, holiday stuff, because it still kind of feels like the holiday after Christmas. You have December 24th is Christmas Eve, which is a holiday. Then you have Christmas Day, which is definitely a holiday. And then between Christmas Day and New Year's, it kind of feels like a good time to be there. I'll be playing Fortnite if anybody's on there. I'm One-Eye-Bri, ONE-I-BRI. I'm on Epic. I play Rocket League on there too. So definitely give me a follow or join our party and join their stuff too. We'll party up. We'll play a little Fortnite and we'll be good. We'll be having some fun. There's definitely Snow Mando playing in Fortnite there. So we'll have a lot of fun. We have a good time and we have a good time. I can't keep saying good time. But thank you guys. Be back next Sunday. Grogu's going to say bye from you guys. That's one of my holiday gifts. So see you later, guys. And remember, guys, with hard work, dedication, belief, and sacrifice, you can truly achieve your goals. Believe in yourself. You can do it. It's about love, support, staying positive, making memories, blocking out the haters, and doing what you love. You can do big things in life. It just takes hard work and all those things. You can do it. Keep believing in yourself. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas.